Alrighty. So here's the thing. We are going to actually have a very specific style of stream. We are going to stream a little. I'm going to spend some time with my family, and I'm going to come back. Most likely, I'm not going to be talking, but we are going to do other stuff. What we are going to do this time is going to be something we've been already doing, like I just want to draw before. Hi Wally, glad to be here. How are you? Hope your night is going. I believe this is the first thing you're on, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? So yeah, that's that. We are going to actually spend some time on character design session. I want to really draw. Last time when we were doing that, it didn't really turn out well. Hi Ray Ray, got over here. How are you? Long time no see. Yep, I do. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you've been doing okay. So yeah, what we are going to do is going to be something we've been doing normally. So, you know, just the general thing. I've been busy recently, I understand. Probably you've been doing some school connected stuff plus Christmas and other things, so it does actually show a lot. It does actually show many different things going on. I'm actually still sick. You might hear me coughing or might hear me like this, like I'm literally just edging. I'm literally just edging coughing because I don't want to cough right now because I was talking. So yeah, you might actually see me in this state. That was loud, sorry. So basically, you know, just generally, I'm still sick, no idea when I'm going to be good. No, really no idea. I'm doing my best. I'm drinking a lot of, how to say this, a lot of, how do you say it again? I don't know, really. I've been trying. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so generally, yeah, I've been doing a lot of things to actually limit my coughing to the minimum. I'm taking some meds. Words don't work, yeah. True. Hi Smoxty, got Tevi here, how are you? Hope is going? But yeah, I'm taking some meds, I'm still taking some syrups and other things. So yeah. What we are going to do is going to be another character for our... I'm crocheting right now. Hey, that's so cool. That's so cool. We're going to actually make a character for my artistic universe. I haven't been in this overlay for a long time now. I really missed streaming. I'm trying to draw right now. That's so cool. But yeah, I'm not going to make God knows how long stream this time. I'm just going to talk a bit about my resolutions, maybe talk about a bit about other stuff, but again, just because of my situation with the throat, I'm not really going to spend much time talking. But what is important is that I'm going to make another stream, which is going to be variety stream, which is going to be longer. I'm generally going to make a lot of different stuff on that stream, like new schedule, new other things, generally. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'm just going to work a little bit on that. I'm just going to do a lot of different things that I can do, maybe work even on my comic book, maybe design another character, or work more on this design that we're going to make on the stream, but for sure it's not going to be like, you know, typical New Year special. It's not going to be like 8-hour long stream or something like that in a row. You can for sure hear my throat still giving up on everything. So yeah, hi Ryan, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going, and bye bye. Yeah. So basically, what we are going to draw is going to be another character for my artistic universe, who is going to be. Let me check again, because I don't really remember. Female Nekojin thief. So a cat girl. This is going to be a thief, and it's going to be a girl, generally. The team is called Team Cabaret. It's like generally like their backstories that they are like walking troupe, traveling troupe. They are taking hits on people and stealing stuff, mostly from their clients, but that's that. Hello there, user. Hello. The thing is that I've actually been working on this character. I think we've finished the sketch on the last stream, but the sketch was messed up. Everything wasn't really working at all, so that's that. Let me see. Okay, so basically, I've been like showing the last stream too, like how I was writing stuff, but yeah. Generally, we're just going to tone down a little bit some works and just going to, you know, zoom through my process. All of you already know my process. Like, I've been talking about it for such a long time. Almost every single stream, and you can still see how I'm doing my process. So that's this. Of course, it's going to be a cat girl, so the ears are not going to be different. You know, the typical thing you're going to see, but it's going to be like typical cat ears, just in the place of the ears. At least that's my, you know, that's the thing I want to throw in here. Like, to be fair, it's really difficult to point out exactly how you can create the half humans, because that's generally how it's called, half humans, because you don't really meet with many of those in medias, for example. But yeah, this is how I want to portray half humans. Like, you know, ears are going to be still in the place of the actual human ears, just the normal ones. And again, like, so really sorry for those noises that I'm going to make. Talking is actually making things difficult. Like, for example, the more I'm talking, the more coughing I need. So that sucks. I really hate it. I don't like being sick at all. I really hate being sick. That's the worst thing that I can do. At least ever since I've started streaming. When I haven't had to, like, quote unquote, haven't had to talk as much as I do during streams, it didn't really bother me as much as it is right now. But yeah, it is really bothersome. It is really darn bothersome. I have to say that, god damn it, it's even making me angry at a certain point, because just because I was sick, I couldn't really stream, and I still shouldn't really do this stream, just because of the sickness, because I know that, you know, after this stream it's going to be, probably I'm going to be one step back with everything, but yeah, I just didn't want to miss on the opportunity to draw. Hi Alps, Gotevi here, how are you, hoping it's going? Hola! So yeah, we're just, of course, I'm going to have something to drink, because, you know, it's New Year's Eve, I'm an adult, I'm not taking meds really, that I can take with alcohol. Just for today though. I'm most likely going to take meds tomorrow. God damn it. But yeah. I don't know about the chin. What you drawing? A character for my artistic universe. I don't know what name we can give her. Usually we name characters after finishing them, so that's that. But maybe if you have an idea for a cat girl thief, you can freely give some ideas. So I need like sleazy eyes, Velda. That sounds like a really quote-unquote hard name. It gives off vibe. What I mean by it gives off like guards women, like military women vibes. It just has like heavy tone to it. Is that actually what you've been aiming for? Apps? Of course, if someone still has a name, you can freely still go for it. We can later make voting. We'll see. This is gonna take so long. What, the crocheting? Yeah, you've picked actually a Pokemon that is quite hard in design. I'm working on an original character too. That's so cool, Ray Ray. What character is that? Let me make her wink actually. It's like 80% done. G. You've been working on it for a while, didn't you? This is complicated, I see. Restarting the cat girl, yeah. Restarting the cat grill. Also, hi Zagam, hi. I started it a month ago, but took a few months break to work on other things, I see. So I want kind of a pose where she's like slightly lifting her skirt, because it's a cabaret, right? So we established that cabaret is mostly something that the main purpose is to actually bring in wealthy men to watch over-sexualized women, but the idea of their cabaret is that they are enrolling those rich men and they're stealing from them. Right, so like I would assume that the main like thing would be that, for example, she would like lift up her skirt a little to show some thigh, and I'm thinking about showing like a strap with a knife or like a dagger, you know, like the garter belt, but there's like a dagger behind the sock or in the sock. I'm also thinking about making her fat. Like, you know, she's not going to have really any chest at all. Just basically, I mean, quote unquote, not going to have any chest at all. Mostly basically that she's a thief. So she's supposed to be like very thin. She shouldn't really have anything, you know, dangling left and right. But you can still do a lot of sex appeal with this. It's not necessary that the women, like women doesn't need big chests to be compelling. God damn it. Let's give her some abs. There we go. So she has like very thin frame, but also well built, right? So she's like kind of shredded. What is making the shredded thing is low amount of fat, which is going to go along with the athletic build and stuff. So this is what we are going for. I think the head is too big again. I don't know why. Recently I've started to have a lot of issues with it. Like a head and neck. And this is how big it's supposed to be. Yeah. By the way, if you want to, so if the torso is like this and head is like this, the neck looks like that. It's like kind of like an L or capital J, right? But if you want to make head going this way and torso like this, the neck can actually bend like this. It's giving like better idea that there's like some muscles and other like constricted meat underneath the skin, right? Like veins and other stuff. For both male and women, so it's not really like gender specific. It's not one of those parts, it's actually for both. Mostly for very thin people or shredded people. Because of course you don't have to worry about any like fat tissue or anything like that around the neck area. Of course, like usually neck areas don't really have much fat on them. Like someone would have to really stack up on weight to actually start having fat tissue build up on the neck. Usually it's on like around the chin area, which is still like going to move along with the head. But yeah. Hi Yui, got over here. Long time no see. How have you been? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just sick a little. And yeah, long time to see. Yeah, just a little. Got some stuff on my throat. That's why I haven't really streamed for a couple days. Drink warm milk and honey if you can. Rest plenty, yes, of course. I'm gonna alter my goal for the day. That's alright. I've been drinking a lot of like warm stuff, like warm tea, warm coffee. Head to bed now though. Alrighty, Yui, alrighty. You're not staying through the midnight on New Year's Eve? Your voice sounded deeper. Or it's 2 AM actually. Damn, you're already in the future. Right. How's 2025 already? Time zones, yeah. Feel so full already. As expected, okay. I'm actually going, by the way folks, I'm not going to really, it's only 7 for us, I see, yeah. Bye bye Yui, bye bye. Should flood the body with electrolytes and water, that's usually my go-to tactic when I get sick. Miss me too much though, I try. I try. Thank you. So yeah, the main thing is that it's just throat. It's not like I need to... Is how to say this? It's not like I have a fever or anything. That's why it's the worst one, because it's only throat. If it's a fever, you can actually sweat it all out. But when you don't have a fever, you don't have any like source, and it's all like sitting on your throat for quite a time. So I might actually have to take a break for like a couple weeks. which sucks. Really. It's the second time in my entire life that I'm sick like this. So yeah. one time I was so sick that I couldn't even swallow. Like my entire throat was burning like needles. Burning like needles. Hurting like, you know, as if I would have like... Where's the antibiotics guy? Yeah, I got really sick during my finals week, damn. That sucks. Actually, I also was sick during my mature exams. That sucks. To be fair, you can't really get any visits nowadays because no doctor is up. Because of course New Year. So the only thing you can do... Stress sickness exists, yeah, that's true. That's true, a lot of people tend to actually get sick due to the stress. So yeah. The essay I wrote might have been slightly incoherent, but hey, I passed, so whatever. Yeah, that's true. If you've passed, you don't really look back at it. You've passed. Again, if something is stupid but works, then it's not stupid. Only stupid things that don't work are stupid. Quote of 2025. But yeah. Damn, I miss Ebro so much. Ebro usually was making jokes. What's up with Ebro? I don't know. I wrote to Ebro, but I haven't really got anything. People are calling me. I'm not going to pick up. I'm going to pick up after the stream. Only then. Probably it's, you know, with New Year's wishing and etc. So, whatever. You can hear this cell call indicator speaker sound sometimes. Really? Is it still working up like this? That's so funny. To be fair, nowadays the technology went so much far, it's very difficult to get those effects again. Like only when you talk, yeah, exactly. Like only when you talk and stuff. And when the phone is really close. Feels like modulated by it, yeah. Kinda subtle too. That's good though, that's good. I'm going to actually try things out with some more things. So, by the way, I'm going to most likely after the break, because I'm going to make a break during the stream. After the break, I'm going to actually spend some... the knee looks, never mind, you fixed it already, yeah. I'm going to most likely take a break. I'm going to spend some time with my family, and I'm going to actually make another stream. Not sure if it's going to be like again another. I'm not sure if I'm even going to make this make this stream. I want to, but I'm not sure. It depends what I'm going to take care of, I guess. Because I really want to make a stream. I wish I could make it longer, like a long stream. 2/3 done with the leg, fluffy of one leg, bro. I have to say that's like really darn long thing. Then that's really darn long thing. But yeah, this is she has those long kicking legs. Yes, I really want that. I really want those long kicking legs. So the general idea is that she's going to have like a lot of, you know, kick power and stuff. She's going to have like also boots prepared for that. So her like main fighting style is going to be focusing, for example, on legs and daggers. Because of course she's a thief, right? But like the main idea is that the dancers are going to be like typical pickpocketers. So of course they are going to just work considered double jointed. I was thinking about that, but it might actually be a lot like weird stuff going on. But yeah, I'm thinking like kinda double jointed. Here's the thing, like we have two Nekojins. One is an assassin and the second one is a thief. The main idea is that, for example, the female, the thief, is going to like take hits on stealing objects, for example, from people. So like people that know what their cabaret actually is, they're going to walk up asking, oh hey, I want this item. And like, oh okay, we are going to just take it. I'm leaving, bye bye, bye bye Ray, bye bye, take care. So yeah, that's more or less an idea that I have for it. So the male assassin is going to take hits on people's heads, right? But the dancers are going to be typical pickpocketers. Of course, I'll have to figure out like what I want for this dancers, because like either I'm going to make them have the same outfit, which I'll have to kinda oh, wrong term. How do you call those legs where there is two joints like cats have? Two joints like cats have? Oh, that. Okay, that's what you mean. I'm actually so because double jointed means that your leg can go the other way around, so like the knee can bend like this. I don't know, multi-jointed legs or something like that. I guess it could work. And give her pose. More like for goat girls, yeah. Yeah, because usually you don't really see a cat girl with legs like this. I'm actually wondering now what to do. Hi Night, glad to have you here. Long time no see, how have you been? Happy New Year, thank you, Happy New Year. So yeah, that's the main thing. I believe the dancers are going to have similar outfits, just they are going to have, like, they're going to be slightly edited by the dancers to fit their personalities. Because like I want one to be more like goth girlfriend kind of character. I'm actually thinking about giving her like paw-like hands. So like, for example, her hands are going to have, you know, the pillows, the beans, or whatever. Same for foods. Those hands are hard to steal with, yeah. I love doing that to characters with animal features. So you know that this skirt's supposed to be very short, right? Like, maybe not like mini, but like shorter version of like a shorter version of schoolgirl skirt. Being on data sucks, especially hearing the PH. Oof. So sorry to hear that, mate. Is she flashing her womanhood? What? What are you talking about? Pose looked like it. I mean, it could look like it because of, you know, because of the stuff. But so here's the thing. I've already figured out what we are going to do with the artistic universe that I'm making. So basically my artistic universe is going to be really connected with a lot of different projects. There isn't big data just hardcore statistics. Big data? What do you mean big data? What's big data? God damn it. I mean, it sounds like hardcore statistics. Wrong window. Okay. Damn. Boss guy poked the swarm. He always does stuff on Sundays and holidays just to screw with us. Now we are catching up. I see. God damn it. Okay, so we know that she is going to wear a corset. But I'm not sure actually if corset is good for thieves. Is it corset like limiting your movement in abdominal area? Muting Discord and phone until Gen 6. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it wouldn't corset actually limit your movement around the abdominal area, around the stomach. So they aren't as restrictive as media likes to make them seem. Okay. I was just wondering because I've never really seen anyone wearing it and like bend around with it, so good to know. So I can actually use it then, because like she's going to make a lot of like working used to wear corsets all the time. It's basically just a bra roll. I see. So it's like a medieval era sports bra. Davis, yeah. What's up? It's because you have seen too few pole dancers. Yes. I've never been to a club like this. I've never been to any club, so yeah. I'm a good boy. Like, no jokes, I've never been to any club with pole dancers or anything like that. I've been mostly guy of like bars or pubs or something like that. Never went to any like hardcore club. I don't like you know, feeling there, like people dancing. Someone might want to, for example, ask you to dance. I don't really dance. That's the issue. I just prefer drinking, talking, you know. It's like better way to actually get someone, get to know someone, instead of like, you know, dragging someone out to dance. I'm not a dancer, maybe that's why. And I've never like been on any party where like, oh yeah, let's hit the clubs, you know what I'm saying, and this kind of thing. I wish I had a coffee. I've actually had like a huge cup of really strong coffee. So the idea behind this character is that she has to look sexy, right? She has to look like this to... she has to look kind of like this to actually get as many clients as possible. I mean, things are never really going anyway for her, for example. Like, I don't think it's like, you know, it's like a typical thing where you can just buy a night with a girl or anything like that. It's just, you know, for dancing. At least that's, for example, what real cabarets are. You either just have a cabaret where you watch girls just dancing and that's it, or you have a girl like coming up to you and you are just talking, no touching, no like shady things going on, etc. It's like you are just, for example, so to say, you are paying for possibility to talk with a woman, right? Or rather, possibility to drink, and women is an addition. That's like at least how high-end cabarets are working. But still, the women are like wearing short skirts or dresses, just to, you know, show off some body. Because quote unquote they have to, well, they have to quote unquote look appealing so rated as make people spend more money. It's like theater, kinda. Cabarets are mostly mostly reserved places for wealthy people, for wealthy gentlemen, and basically you have like different kinds of entertainment there. Like for example, you know, women dancing, singing, circus for the rich. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah. Like theater is also part of it. Theater is all like theater plays is also part of the things that cabaret is doing. But yeah, even singing, playing on instruments, whatever, you know, like a talent show. But you don't really have judges. You just have people, wealthy people, sitting there drinking. Quite often it's like place to make business, but it's a fantasy word, so to translate it, the best idea is to actually bring in the form of people coming in, drinking just to watch, you know, still do the same thing that the normal cabarets are. We used to call stand-up comedies as cabaret before we took the English name. We actually have still this name. It's like, but it's not stand-up. It's a form where it's like a theater. So comics, right? Because this is how we call them, comics, comedians, are actually writing their routines. They're writing their play, their routine. So it's like a short theater play, just a comedy. This is what cabaret is for us. And it's also one of those. So like there's a lot of different like meanings, but the premise is the same. It's like what is happening there to keep those wealthy gentlemen inside, right? Because it can do a lot. Even like strip club can be, even like strip routine can be, can take part in something like that. The thing is that it's just quite often in high-end cabarets it's not really used in there. Usually it's like, you know, clubs like that are quote-unquote specialized in this. So that's what cabaret is. It's just a place for wealthy people to sit down and drink and talk business. Keeping them in to make them drink more, to cloud judgment and tip more. Yes, exactly. Because for example, they are making them drink more and they are making them like power trip and money trip, and that way they are buying more expensive alcohol. Like a lot of cabarets are also allowing those wealthy people to order a seat with a specific person, right? So if they have like their favorite hostess, because they are using hostesses, if they have their favorite hostess, they can ask if they can have a seat with that hostess. If not, they can wait, which is what quite often happens. This is actually how many cabarets are doing it in Japan, for example, because one of the countries that still has those very specific cabarets called cabarets is Japan. You are going there. A lot of wealthy people from the mediocre layer likes to go into PP measuring contests about who can spend more. Yeah. And this is usually the place for those people who started earning God know how much, and they are power trip and money trip on there, and they are allowing them to do that because money, right? Of course, if such person is starting to like touch, right, like grope they are going to they are going to get bounced out of the place. The bouncer is going to come in, say that this isn't the place for this, that this is gentleman's club, and they are going to be kicked out from the place. And this is actually what happens in many cases. Epic drawing so far, dude. Thanks, Crow. Thanks. Also, hi. Hope you're on your right. I believe this is the first incident, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? But yeah, there's a lot of things going on in this area. I mostly know this because I was reading about this. Because again, like, if I want to introduce something to my own universe, I need to know how it actually works. So I've been like reading about it in Wikipedia and, you know, doing a lot of different research. But yeah, there's a lot of different things happening. Right now, with this universe of ours, of course, we are going to make the voting for the name. So we've got one name idea. Research is fun, good for random fun facts to be thrown onto unexpected victims when there's nothing better to speak about. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I love doing my research because I'm always bringing things up. Of course, there are some facts that I'm not going to like just throw in a random conversation to a random person. Like, for example, that human anus can stretch up to 9 inches and a freaking raccoon can fit into 6-inch hole. So theoretically, chances to have a raccoon crawl into your ass are small but never zero. Like, an average horse has 8 to 10 horsepower. Yeah, it's too early for this. Yeah. Hi Wally, good to have you here. How are you? Hope everything's going. Hi. Yeah, that's like one of those fun facts. What did they return to? You know, we were talking about like fun facts, and you know that there are some facts that I'm not going to throw onto people, and I was just giving a example. Or that actually. And basically we're, you know, drawing a character. There is something with those ears. I don't really like how those ears are looking. I think we might actually do one thing. Did you know when you're being burned alive you can feel your eyes melting? Yes. Same as the fact that a skinned person in medieval times was still alive for even up to 4 weeks after being skinned, and quite often was dying from gangrene. It's really crazy that during medieval times they were still alive for such a long time. It's even more crazier that they were capable to keep them alive during the procedure. That's crazy. Well, yeah, enough of the uh, enough of the uh, gross fun facts. So basically, what do we? Crazy that they could be alive for that long. Crazy, yeah, really crazy. I was crazy once they closed me in a room, in a rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Also, I feel like my voice went way deeper than it usually is. Like, I actually can feel vibrations on my vocal cords. Like, that's crazy. I hope it's not such a Let's go, the rats. So I'm thinking about raising the ears a bit, not making them up here, but like making them kinda long, like elongated. Like this, for example. Also, how does cat ears look like? Let me Google some references. Also, sorry folks for... I was crazy once they locked me in a room. a rubber room with rats. And the rats made me crazy. It's time for a second drink of the night. I've actually got a... For the first time, I've got a Jack Daniels. Like, I've never really had those. I did these for ears, fox people, and I make the side ears like fluffy elf ears. Maybe something like that. We can actually do that, yeah. That might work. It doesn't have to be like very typical, you know, cat ear kind of thing or normal ear kind of thing. We can actually use up things that we know already. And elf ears are one of the things that can be used. They just have to be fluffy. So my question, what is it we are drawing? We are generally making a OC. She's a female Nekojin thief. She's from the team Cabaret, because we have 5 teams. We've already finished one team, which is Team Broken Light of 4 OCs. This is another team of 4 OCs, and I believe this is the second out of 2 teams that actually have 4 characters. No, second out of 3. So there's Horny Jail, Broken Light, and Cabaret. Those 3 teams have 4 characters in them. 2 have 3 characters and 1 has 2 characters. So we have a Nathaniel, Kool-Aid, Arya, and Azura already done. And we have Team Cabaret. I think we are going to make all 4 character teams, and then we are going to go for all 3 character teams and end up with 2 character team. That'll be cool, I think. There's an artist who makes those really cool artworks out of cats and generally animals. This person is taking the animals and actually making anime characters out of those characters, out of those animals. So like the way how they're acting, etc. They turn out to be so darn expressive actually. But what is going to be different is that we are going to have a jaw here, and the ears are going to be slightly... Gegegek? Yes, that artist. This artist is making the characters really expressive. I think I've seen those, yeah. Like bobcats and cats and dogs and other. But yeah, Gegegeg is a genius when it comes to half animal characters. Because to be fair, this is actually how it's supposed to work. At least from what I believe, because I believe that you're supposed to give the same kind of behavior to half human to the animal that this half humans connected with. I was drawing a ghost guy. I haven't finished yet, need to color it, but watching people draw helps me grab inspiration from it for my own in some way. This is really specific, because I do that too. I have a lot of people that are drawing, and I just watch them drawing, not because I'm going to learn from them, because I've already got the style. Not only the style that I like, but also the person that I'm basing my style off of. So basically, I don't really need to watch them to learn. I'm watching them only because it's like making me feel that I want to draw. Like, for example, when I don't feel like drawing, I just turn on a video, and you know how you have those things when someone plays a game and you want to play the same game? This is exactly the same way for art for me. I don't think I ever shared my holiday art with you all. No, I think you've talked about this, but you've never really posted any artwork. I'm thinking about getting rid of the noses, like not drawing noses, just the shadows of them, but I always need an indicator where the nose is because the character looks awful. Might post this one, the one I'm doing on my community for the first time. Have two arts posted which are fandom character arts. Well, actually, if you want, you can join our Discord server and share your artworks there. And also, if you are still learning art, you can even post them into art critics, and most likely people who know what they are talking about, because this is the rule. If someone doesn't know what they are talking about, they are going to be punished, so everyone is scared to speak about any criticism, as long as they actually know what they are talking about. So if someone speaks there, it's like either, hey, it kinda looks off, because for example, the eyes are telling them this, or like actually giving you a lot of things. I joined that too. Thank you, Crow. Thank you. But yeah, this is generally the main idea that we have. There are like the only thing I might need criticism on and help for is my coloring. Can't color render well. This is actually something I've been struggling myself on. I've got better, so I can actually, even I can give you some advices, and quite often I am giving people advices. I think there are like 2 artworks that I didn't really give advices on, and that's because there was nothing to give advice on. Generally, I'm doing this whenever I see that someone is on the proper way. They just need to keep on doing what they are doing and get experience in this thing. This is quite often what I'm doing when it comes to giving advices. But I think I might need to start actually pointing that out, like, hey, you're doing really good thing. I keep my rendering pretty simple. Yeah, a lot of people are either trying to make it pretty simple or they're trying to overcomplicate it. It actually also depends on what the style they are going for. I've seen a lot of people going for typical anime style, so like where you should use cell shading, but they are getting into, like, for some reason, really advanced realistic shading. I watch a YouTuber who's a short creator who likes to fix art people send into their Discord and make a video saying this ends fixing or this is needing fixing, while also saying the person did well. To be fair, I was thinking about making a stream like this, like taking one artwork and actually explaining what's up, like pointing things out, saying what was done good, what could be done differently, sharing different methods that could be used for it, etc. I think this could be a really cool idea. Also, I want to make another stream where I'm going to grade people's OCs or Vtuber avatars. I've been actually, the professional character designer, actually explaining the character. A lot of people actually went into the YouTube comments and actually thanked me because they didn't spot specific things. And also, not only that, I've got a contact with some of those people, and we've actually like worked a little bit on that. There were a couple things that had to be explained, for example. So basically there were people who had to tell me what the animal the furry was. Because, for example, I had issues with identifying it. I'm really bad at it, so really, I'm really bad at this. And that explained a couple of things too. And like, the main issue was disappearing because out of nowhere, I've had enough information to actually attach this specific thing to the kind of animal that this character was. So yeah. No worries, staying here. I'm not that great with furries and that stuff either. Yeah. It's just like, okay, I can comprehend cat, fennec, fox, dog, whatever. But when someone is coming up with like very specific kind of rabbit from that, for example, got extinct, went extinct like several years ago, like, I'm just not going to know this. But yeah. But I've been actually drawing furries, for example. In the past, I've been doing commissions for those. I need to work on maintaining anatomy in certain poses. This is really specific. Like, quite often when you are not really used to your calculations, it's good to make a construction. I've been doing those constructions for a really long time. I've kind of learned how to tell myself the construction and measurements in my head. Because for newcomers, I actually have aphantasia. I don't have access to my visual library. I don't produce images in my brain. So I've actually came up with couple different methods to actually exchange the lack of this imagination. And for a really long period of time I was struggling with that. For every character I was drawing a, base for the character. I've got quite quick with it anyway. But the thing is that I really wanted more speed, and that was it. I think part of it is I don't draw tons of dynamic poses often enough to care. I mean, see, the thing is, if you have your measurements pinpointed, you should be able to draw any dynamic pose anyway. So if there's something wrong, that means your measurements got confused. This is something that is happening quite often. There's nothing to worry, by the way. You need a lot of experience, like actually a lot of darn experience, to keep in your brain 100% of your measurements, which is still nearly impossible. Even a lot of experienced artists are even drawing their puppets, their constructions, because the brain is not capable to remember anything in 100%. I think I've talked already about this, but human brain is not capable to remember the 100% of what you're learning. You are only capable to max it out at 90%, and only with specific methods. So actually your brain is making you incapable to keep your measurements fixed, right? So the only way for you to work this thing out is to, for example, for specific poses where you know you're weak at, quote-unquote weak, draw construction. And if you don't want to draw full construction, you can draw the amount of pose that you're comfortable with and draw the construction for the part that will need more thinking, like for example foreshortening, etc. I'm still doing that for foreshortening. This is actually the only moment I've noticed that I'm still drawing a construction, foreshortening, for example. So like if this arm would be, you know, would go closer like this, I wouldn't be able to draw it from my head. Generally, I would be only able to draw partial of it, and the rest of the arm would look messed up. Probably the hand would look the best, and the general, like between hand and shoulder, would be messed up totally. You might also notice that I'm struggling with drawing fingers. That's true. I'm struggling with drawing fingers. This is real. This happens, unfortunately. Sometimes I'm even messing up the measurements myself. Again, it's the main issue is that I can't really see when I'm going overboard with the size of certain part. But I can just quickly. I like drawing hands and feet when I'm having a good art day, lol. Yeah. This is something I've been also doing a lot. Fingers are pain sometimes, but still fun. Sore hands, yeah. So a lot of people think that every artist just despise hands. The thing is, like, okay, people don't like drawing hands because they are hard, but it's not like they despise drawing them. They're just hard and they are not really... they are quite often messing up the artwork. That's why they are angry at them. But a lot of artists actually enjoy drawing the hands. I'm still kinda figuring this part out. This hand looks kinda meh. But yeah, I really enjoy drawing everything, really. Even hands, even though I know that I have some issues with them. It's just some issues, it's not like, you know, I should be mad at myself. With time, it's just going to disappear. For now, I just have to keep going. And this is something that a lot of people have issues with. And we're getting mad at PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie, even though he knew he had issues with drawing certain parts, he was still going. He didn't care what people say. He was just drawing because he had fun. And this is a lot of this is a huge issue that a lot of young artists are experiencing. Not even young artists, a lot of like mid-level artists, mostly because their brain is thinking that, you know, oh, I've been drawing for such a long time, For sure, I'm drawing better than I can draw better than PewDiePie, and then PewDiePie is starting to draw really fast, and they are saying that this is because of the things he was using. But a lot of people don't really understand that most of the things he was using was just simply pencil and paper, which wasn't even like professional grade at start. I believe he bought like Copic markers later on, which is professional grade item. But yeah, the thing is that he was just drawing, and saying just draw is accurate, but not really 100% real. You should be drawing and learning. For example, this is why PewDiePie reached the level he reached in such a short period of time. Passion is a hell of a motivator for progress. True. Passion is all you need, actually. If you have passion, you have everything to draw. Otherwise, you are just poisoning your mind, and you are making yourself not really drawing. You might not even notice how many hours can go into drawing for someone passionate. I've been drawing every single day for at least 15 minutes for the past couple years. I think it's going to be like 10 years. So the thing is that, you know, sometimes artworks are coming out well, sometimes they are not, and this is a natural thing. Sometimes we just have a bad day. A lot of artists are, for example, drawing under certain feelings, so they are like closing themselves, because if they don't feel that feeling, they don't want to draw. Some artists are comparing themselves in the wrong way. So generally, you know, if you sit down and you want to learn how to draw, first of all, you should actually bring in yourself to rethink what is the purpose for you to draw. Because if you want to progress and keep it as a hobby, you shouldn't actually draw only in, like, you know, negative emotions. If you are sitting down and drawing when you are angry, you are going to only get out of anger when you are going to end drawing, and you are going to start, you know, shit talking yourself. This is really bad. I burn myself out. This is actually very common too, and this is mostly because of a couple of reasons. You've been comparing yourself to other artists, which is really bad. Especially when you are comparing yourself to artists who are more experienced than you. This is like art kind of seems like video game, RPG. If you draw, you gain experience. The more years of experience you have, the better you draw. And this is true. This is straight up true. If you just sit down and draw, you're still going to progress because your hand is going to work things out. I'm just bad about taking breaks. This is true. But it's not even about taking breaks. Like, again, I haven't took a single break from drawing for the past 10 years. Every single day, day by day, for at least 15 minutes, I was sitting down and even sketching. I was constantly drawing, and I didn't burn myself out. This is because I was always coming in positively to my artwork. This is only because I was comparing myself to my past self, and only because I was drawing things that I wanted to draw. I knew the balance of my comfort zone and when I should get out of my comfort zone. If I knew that I'm not really good for my coming out of my comfort zone, I was coming back to drawing, for example, my comfort zone character, right? Which is Devis. The thing is that a lot of people are constantly trying to get out of their comfort zone, constantly drawing things they don't want to. They're constantly forcing themselves and forcing. If you're forcing yourself to something, you don't want to do that. Even if it's something that makes you feel okay, if you are drawing something from your comfort zone. So in the end, you're burning yourself out and you don't even want to draw anything from your comfort zone. This is actually kind of a way to portray that you are like, when you are spending too much time out of your comfort zone, your comfort zone is getting smaller and smaller with each time, with like each year, with like each month, each week, etc. So generally you should know the balance when you should get out of your comfort zone and when you should draw something from your comfort zone. You should balance between the line to keep expanding this comfort zone instead of shrinking it, right? So of course, like I was at the first, I was constantly drawing one character, then I started drawing more characters, then I started drawing just humans, then I started drawing humans in different poses, fan arts, whatever, and I've ended up having a really huge comfort zone. I'm actually comfortable with drawing nearly anything, really. There's just things I like drawing and things I don't like drawing, and this is also something you should consider. So not only your comfort zone, you can think of it like like this. Don't like comfort zone and out of comfort zone. And there's like point connecting all of it, and you should be like literally in the middle of it and constantly like connecting those two. You messed that up. Yeah, I did. I'm not really good at freehanding stuff, especially circles. But yeah, but you get the point, right? You catch the point. Also, hi, your girl. Glad to have you here. How are you? How's it going? So you get the point. Like, you should only strive for. I mean, the like don't like part, yeah, kind of. Because like and comfort zone should be above things. Farina rerun is near. Damn. Which is Farina, by the way? Also, I need to spend some time on freaking ZZZ. I need to farm more stuff. I'm like 25 summons away. Also, from the next month, I'm going to start saving like a crap load of cash. Like, generally, I'm going to... So, like, one of my things, my resolutions, is that I want to start saving. I've already got like an idea how to do that, because of course that's like, you know, a dream that is nearly unfillable this way, but I just want to like buy a house, so I want to do a lot of like side gigs and other things to like you know, gather things up, you know, from a couple different spaces to one place. And my bank has a possibility for an account where you get like, you know, plus 5% each month of what you have on your account. Of course, most likely it works the way that if I place 1k there, they are like playing on the market with it, and they just, you know, give me 5% of what they get or something, considering that they are, you know, duplicating it. But like, you know, because of course, like, no bank is going to give you money for free, so of course it's working like this, that there's a broker playing with your money. Like, no way, no other way. But like, I still want to do that because they have the insurance. It's not like I'm placing my money there and they are going to take it if the broker is going to fuck up. Just the bank is going to lose, and most likely the broker is going to lose his job. But like, you know, in their conditions, there's nothing written about losing money. I was actually looking up for penalties and everything. This is also not like the kind of account where I won't be able to take the cash out for X amount of time. It's just whatever is there after certain amount of time is going to receive that amount. So as many cash as I'm going to receive by specific date, this is actually going to give the thing. Hi Ila, good to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. I returned from my unannounced AFK. Here are some sparkles because yes. Thank you, thank you. Art looks good so far. Thank you, thank you. I really want to keep very specific way of making hairs. I really like this kind of like bubbly way of drawing the hairs. Let's give her... Actually, I'm thinking between short hair, but we've already got a girl with short hair. For those who have been here for a while, when I was drawing Arya, which was the first character from this, series from my artistic universe, I actually wanted to give her like this very specific ponytail, and I'm thinking I'm going to give it to this girl, which is still doesn't have a name. We've got one thing, one name. What was it? Velda. So one of the names that were mentioned was Velda. You can give me names if you want to have a character named the way you ask for. I'm going to add it to the pool, and either we'll make a voting how many people actually like certain names, or I'm going to toss a coin, whatever, like, wheel of names and stuff. What's her lore? She's a co-owner of a cabaret. She's also partaking as one of the acting girls in that cabaret, but she's a thief. So generally, as a co-owner, she's taking tasks to steal certain items from the clients. Not only from taking the tasks from the clients, like special clients. So generally, her whole cabaret is a the entire thing is like there's a cabaret owned by two Nekojins, a guy who's assassin and a girl who's a thief. So we are making the girl for now. So basically the cabaret itself is like stealing from the clients because it's like, a traveling troupe that is like getting a lot of wealthy quote-unquote gentlemen wanting to just look at women dancing, etc. So they are like stealing money from them, right? That way. But also they are getting special tasks, special missions. So the male is taking hits as a hitman on people, and the female as a thief is taking hits for items to steal from like more advanced stuff instead of like just pickpocketing. So this is generally the idea. If someone wants to, I think I know what's up with this hand. It's like reversed actually. Yeah, it's reversed. Oh no. Oh no. Why? But yeah, now I know why this hand was wrong. And I was drawing it properly first time, but it looked weird. Come on. Come on. Yeah. But yeah. This is generally the idea behind her. So if someone has an idea for the name to participate in the voting, go ahead. Ibu was really good at naming. By the way, who's Farina, your girl? Does she have a partner yet? I haven't drawn the partner yet, but she does. Like partner in crime. A Genshin character. Oh, okay. Nice. Yep. Not like, you know, it's not like she has a boyfriend or anything like that, if that's the type of partner you're talking about, but she does have the partner in crime kind of a thing, like the co-owner of the troupe, right? The co-owner of the cabaret. I do think about so here's the thing. This artistic universe that I'm making is mostly being made because I'm tired of drawing someone else's characters. So because I've been drawing a lot of how to say this, a lot of illustrations of like fan arts and character arts of VTubers, anime characters, etc. I've grew tired of it. I really want to have my own universe that I can always come back to. The thing is that I want to have like a set of characters to use whenever I would want to draw. So if I want to draw this character, or like generally I want to draw this team, or like illustration for this team, I want to be sure that I can just sit down and draw whatever character will come to whatever will come to my mind with those characters, right? But I'm also thinking about probably making maybe even a game about certain characters. Of course, others want simple or complex name, whatever. Just, you know, it's just most likely just a name, not like name and surname. Nina. Okay. Fuck. They're screwing with you too, yes. Always. They're always screwing with me. There we go. And that actually looks quite nice. Fanart can get boring after a while, too many rules to follow, yeah, true. This is exactly why I want to have this universe. Also, I would open this universe. A set of these, yeah. I want to open this universe. If you would want to, for example, draw certain character in a certain way, like of course, let's keep things up to make character recognizable, because it's like otherwise you're just going to draw your OC. If you want to draw a character from my artistic universe, I want my viewers to be able to do that. Like, it's not going to be restricted by any means, just I'm not going to allow selling any kind of media connected with this. Because of course those are still my IP, right? This is my intellectual property. the characters I've been making the lore for, etc. This is my artistic universe after all. It's just I don't want to I just want to also give people a possibility to make some sort of like skins or something like that for the characters if they want to, or draw a fan art, etc. Like I won't mind if you would want to ask. Same thing with my Vtuber avatar. Like, if you want, you can go ahead and draw the draw a fan art to like make a game of them. I do want to, yeah. I do want to make a game with them. You know, at least with one thing. Good mindset to have, yeah. So mostly it's because I've seen a lot of people have, you know, kind of struggling too with how to say this, with things where they are, you know, just sitting down, want to chill out, want to do a lot of different things, and by the end of the day they are ending up with being told off by people, getting cease and desist letters, etc. Like, the main rule, just don't sell it. The only rule, you can draw whatever you want with those characters beside that. I won't mind. I'm really open, so... And this is how the full model of Devis looks like, by the way. This is my Vtuber avatar, by the way. I can even... It's pixelated because it's like set of screens from the software, but you can, you know, look at the details and stuff. I actually want to do some edits to the avatar, and I want to upgrade it a little bit. So basically what I want to do, I gotta go, have a good rest of your day and stream. Thank you, Ella, thank you. So basically what I want to do is like taking the base of it and edit it a little bit in Blender. So for example, repairing the armpits, because you can see that the armpits are going kind of deep. They shouldn't go really that deep. So I want to correct the armpits, I want to make toes, I want to add more details, because behind here there should be like cloth tied to a knot, because actually to tie it, toes will be hard, yeah, and actually that will be hard. So yeah. Of course, it's not going to be like I'm going to do one thing only, etc. I want to also add like other stuff to it. I believe it's also going to allow me to progress a little bit with Blender. Easier to sculpt it and add to the normal map, yeah. Wait, which one do you mean though? Because like, I might think of something else right now. The toes? Oh yeah. Yeah, it might. It might be really way easier this way. If you don't want to rig it, yeah. No, I'm not going to rig it. I just want to... I don't want to rig every single toe. I want to make it like a separate thing that is going to bend with everything else. So like if I would want to make this kind of fit, right? It might be a bit more difficult, but whatever at this point, to be fair. So yeah. I was thinking about giving her like hipped shoes, but I'm thinking now actually about giving her like steel toe shoes. Because she's going to be a kicker, right? She's going to kick. So I believe giving her steel plates on her shoes is going to be actually a good idea. More damage, right? People are already shooting freaking fireworks. It's illegal here actually to shoot fireworks. Either you have to wait for a certain time at New Year's Eve, or you have to get a permission from police department for fireworks thingy. And usually it's really difficult to get it because you need to have like a very specific purpose for that. It can be like, you know, a reason, a child's birthday. You can actually get a really huge fine for it, like 10 grand, I think. Yeah, I think it was 10 grand. Of course, if the police is going to catch you, and quite often people are going to like very far away areas shooting the fireworks. Of course, it's audible, but not that close to, you know, for the police to catch them. So they are quite often just shooting fireworks and then running to not get caught, which already makes no sense for me. Why going through all of that? Why? It's just, I don't know, people don't think at all. For me, it's a waste of time too. Like, for me, it should be left out for... When we were young, we did it too. I mean, the only time I did that was like in primary school. My friend came in and he had like a couple very weak firecrackers. We were like sticking it to the ground, seeing, you know, how ground explodes, and, you know, we just went out. We didn't have to run. It was like very rural area. It was like, I think it was literally in the middle of a cornfield. Yes, I have a cornfield next to my city. Oh, we did it only on New Year's Eve, but it was forbidden, but everybody did that, I see. I mean, it is forbidden for kids to have fireworks. Actually, it can get parents to have like a lot of issues. They can even like have problems to the point where the country might try to take their child. So imagine your kid is asking you to play with firecrackers, you give them firecrackers, and the country takes your child away because you gave your kid firecrackers. And this is what can happen. Like, kids at all costs shouldn't have firecrackers, and this is actually a very cool thing. We were like 16, throw some big ones on underpass, then came out and some policemen waited for us there, bro. Nah, I've never had police officers involved to anything I've done. And But I've had some, like, a lot of different stuff. Like throwing people. Like, now as I think about it, I had like really freakish strength as a child. Now it makes now more sense, but like as a kid, I had very similar strength power. I was literally just lifting people and throwing them like freaking dolls. Did you throw those? Not trying to hide that our fists are full of fireworks behind our backs. The guys who knew them went the other side of the tunnel and got away with it, bro. Bro. So the tunnel, huh? That's crazy. That's some very funny drunk moments. I've never got drunk. That's the issue. Like every single time I was drinking, even though I was like really, like I've had some alcohol in me, like I could feel that I'm having some struggles walking on the street. I still remember everything. I've never had like, you know, I've never had a moment where somebody had to tell me everything. Like the most far I had some troubles just speaking. That was it. Either I wasn't even like drinking that little, to be fair. I was drinking some. Like we walked home drunk and one friend decided he has to pee. We helped on himself, suddenly police lights behind him from nothing, bro. Had to look like a freaking comedy. My friends had this thing, they've got drunk and had no possibility to come back home quickly, because of course they are not going to drive. What they did, one guy that was more sober than the others, because there's always one guy that is more sober than the others at the parties, usually. Or just sober. The dude had an idea, of course after some shots. He called police, said that at certain address there's like group of drunk people singing loudly, right? And dude literally they've sent the patrol. They were not like, you know, aggressive or anything, because of course they knew what's happening. They were playing along, and like they were talking about like drunk. They were talking about like different stuff. Like, you know, about the past when they were children, etc. Just to play along. The police patrol like came around and took them home. Free Uber, literally. Like straight up, they took them home. Actually, one of the friends even had a heated argument about freaking... what was it? I think it was aliens or something like that. He got fined for both. No, actually. I guess if they would have like police officers that would be like really, you know, that would really want to give them problems. They could even land in the freaking, you know, that sobriety thingy and get fined, but they didn't get anything. They were just told to, like, you know, the dude just told them like, hey, you know, I know it's a party, etc., but you know, like, and probably you haven't seen each other for a while, but like, it's a really late night and it would be good if you wouldn't get, like, you know, drunk and scream in the middle of the street, etc., and that was it. Imagine the guy trying to pull up his pants while picking up a can of beer from the ground. Drinking in public is forbidden. Oh, okay, that part. Okay. He got fined for both. Yeah, drinking in public and urinating in public, bro. Imagine, like, what kind of? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to. I'm not even going to say. Like, yeah, that was expected. By the way, before the stream, I've done some works on the game, and I've actually it's legal to drink underage here, but illegal to give alcohol to minors. Bro. Come on. That's a face. No. I went for more Tsunade like... What? I went more for Tsunade like amulet on her wrist. Tsunade has something similar. I don't know, it just feels nice. It just makes sense. By the way, I've actually prepared some stuff in Google Sheets for myself for this year. So basically, I really want to start making the playthroughs, like record long plays generally. I'm still thinking how I want to make it, because I can record voiceover for things. It's not a problem. It's not a biggie. The issue is that I actually don't know if I want to do this, like straight up. I can make silent playthroughs, but would you want to watch it? That's the main issue. You learned C# yet? No. This is also one of the things I want to achieve this year. Learn fucking C# finally. It's not that difficult, god damn it. I've looked at some C# codes, and a lot of those syntax is very similar to like telling in English what the code's supposed to do. It's just I have to read through the entire book and do all the exercises and just keep at it and add the knowledge and keep practicing it. That's all I need to do. I have absolutely not even a single idea why the fuck I haven't really done anything yet. Is it? It's ECMA script standard is so similar to JavaScript too, yeah. And I know JavaScript, at least for web dev. I've been doing a lot of advanced stuff with JavaScript and HTML. Actually, I've made some sort of a web game, a clicker. So you were clicking and certain button area, which was a div, but it was checking if the div gets clicked on, and you were... Now I'm curious what you call advanced. Like, I was doing a lot of things, like, have you seen those websites that are being done with Vue.js? Where you are like scrolling and like the whole website is forming, like transforming when you are interacting with it. I was doing that with very simple HTML, PHP, MySQL, JS, and CSS. Like that, generally. Back in the days, I was doing like stuff that is usually done with Vue.js and stuff. And like, you can do it with CSS only. Yeah, sure. Like, I was doing that with CSS mostly, but I was adding some more stuff. Like, again, like I've done a freaking game with it. Like, straight up. You had like a div that was like a button. You had like a lot of different stuff that was transforming and animating with CSS. And you were like hitting buttons, getting points, and based on the points you were unlocking stuff that were rising amount that you're receiving from the click. It was like very simple concept of a clicker, but it was, I think, the very first sort of game concept I've ever done. And it was made with that. It wasn't done in any engine, it wasn't done anywhere. It was just made with a typical index, HTML, and shit. Later I've done like possibility to save options, so I've moved it to PHP, started updating stuff on with MySQL and stuff. I was like very far away with learning the C# and stuff. Very far away. My teacher was very intrigued by how quickly I've learned those. So I think I can learn very quickly the CSS if it's so simple in form of like comprehending, right? Because you just look at certain words that literally describe it's literally dependable on the action that you're doing, right? That's the entire thing. So like, you know, and also it's using similar thing like document write and other things from what I've noticed already, because I've went through some lessons already. I might actually need to redo some of those. But yeah, I do have to say that it's very how do you call it? It's very, I don't know, I think I'm very lazy. I think I'm lazy. That's it. If I would focus on it, I would mostly just, you know, crank it up like a bunch. I could really quickly go through that. Of course, I would need to keep on practicing it because I don't have absolute memory. So of course I would probably come up with an idea and we'll start, instead of like thinking how I can reuse the code, I would like Google solutions first and then try to, based on those solutions, I would try to figure out something of my own, because that's actually how I was learning mostly. I don't really remember much from C#. Actually, C#, not C#, CSS and JS and HTML and stuff anymore. Actually, that's sad, but I actually don't really remember much. But I was really good at it. Too bad it's not usable anywhere. Like, I feel like I've wasted my time. Re-googling is for simple stuff where you don't have many components to break it down, yeah. I would actually sit down and try to rethink things step by step though. So for example, if I would forget, I would go and Google like, oh, how to make on-click function, right? So how to make something working based on if I click on certain area. And this is literally that. This is how I was doing that mostly. I was just looking at certain composite, and I was just writing. The main issue was that I could probably do things much better and faster with JS and HTML and stuff, because that site was like dying a little bit. It wasn't like maxed out. It had issues with performance. A button on click plus equal, yeah, exactly. So like this kind of thing, right? So I would go for that and like, oh, okay, so this is how the on-click version looks like. So I'm taking that and I'm starting to write everything to the point where I'm getting blocked again and I'm Googling what I forgot again. So I'm trying to sit down for 5 minutes, think if I can remind myself about those stuff. If I can't, I'm just Googling it and I'm pushing on forward. It's really good for memorizing for me. Heck, I've actually done a website for myself. It's better if you let Visual Studio help. Of course, I would. Of course, I would. Like, Visual Studio can do a lot of good for Huion. Actually, when I started using Visual Studio, I was doing the website for myself, so I was capable to attach my YouTube channel to the website. So I was outsourcing YouTube, and you could literally view the YouTube videos and streams on my website. If I would know how to, I could probably figure out like special chat there. Just type button, then press tab and it lists all the events, properties, methods, etc. you can do with it. Might give some new ideas or better solutions to. Yeah, this actually helped me. This actually helped me because again, I was doing my website on that, and as I was capable to do like that clicker game with all that stuff, the main issue was that the performance of this game wasn't really working well. It was literally dying. But when I was making in Visual Studio that website, things kind of turned around. It like worked better because I was using Visual Studio's help. So that can actually save a lot of trouble. Yeah, I have to admit, it can actually save you a lot of trouble. And most likely I'm going to use it. Most likely I will. That foot looks broken. But yeah, I have to really just had to disable Copilot on the new version. I write better code with it. Write better code than the damn. Guess that means I write better code than the GitHub training data average. Yeah, I would assume so. Like, again, there's a lot of programs that are training on their own, and they are training with the teachers you've mentioned are bad. So if the teachers are bad, that means the students are not going to do better. So yeah, a lot of issues. I don't have enough code to train my own AI. Tried though, I see. How much code you would need though to train an AI for coding? Like straight up, you would have to teach AI write itself. Wouldn't that cause replicants? Wouldn't that cause like fall of the humankind? From zero, fine-tuning an already code-capable model. From zero. I'm always wondering how much it takes to make an AI from zero. Like straight up, it's still difficult to do that, so like props for people who know how to even do that, right? I mean, after all, it's people who don't use AI properly. What you say already exists. Models generate synthetic data to train bigger models, but the quality degrades too quickly, yeah. I think someone called it inbred code, or inbred AI. So basically AI is feeding itself by AI and trains itself on the other AI's artworks. So basically it's causing the AI to draw like very like fucked up drawings, and people started saying that AI started to inbreed between each other and causing a ruckus in the codes and stuff. That's why AI is not growing that fast now. Too many AI data is training sets. In training sets, yeah. It's funny because they were literally saying how much it's going to annihilate the artists, but in the meantime they are starting to have issues with their own thing. So after all, artists are still are still irreplaceable. But they give us like really cool tool we can use. I think I have to add to my CV like ability to use AI for making designs. That's like speeding up our things for DTP, graphics and other stuff. To train it to code, first you need to train it language, and then code, and teach it to connect the two. Fuck. So basically you need to still learn how add some reasonings to self-reflect and fix its own errors, I see. Yeah, that sounds like something, definitely. That definitely sounds like something. Couple of terabytes of data is enough to make something simple, bruh. Couple of terabytes. My HDD has 1 terabyte. I don't have that much on my hard drives to even train something simple. So actually I'm thinking about giving her like really long, how do you call it? Long eyelashes. But I'm not sure about it. That's why it's easier to find an existing model which already understands language and reasoning and has some code data in it. I see. That makes sense. Way less issues. I've actually had a friend who was like, by the way, this disk space. I've had a friend who had like very limited disk space and he didn't have like cash to buy more disks. Like Red has some code in the training data but does it very poorly. I could fine-tune it on a couple of gigabytes of my code, I see. That's really cool though, I have to say. But I don't have my code, I see. I mean, can't you take the code you've done for the games, for example, if you've done any, and just take up things like, and just throw it in there, like feed it this code? It's still good code, right? But when I resigned from my workplace, I deleted like 7 years of code, bro. Hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping it's going? It's good code, but not nearly enough. Man, I guess if you will, for example, in 2025, when you are going to get into, you know, more, when you are going to have more of a focus on game dev, for example, too. I have some bad code too, I'm too lazy to fix. Bro. Happy New Year, by the way. I'm wondering what we can add here to the character. What you think? She has long gloves. I'm thinking about giving her like a sleeve. Like separate piece of cloth. Let's say on an elastic band like this. But yeah, I am thinking I can't write enough code within 1 to 2 years to be enough to fine-tune, I see. But I mean, are you sure? Like, at least you would be able to fine-tune it for Godot, right? Or Unity or whatever. But it would take a lot of focus from you, I would assume. I have a collection of repositories with really nice codes though. Ooh. I mean, it's good to also use repos, right? But it requires around 5 to 15 gigs of code in text format. Celery? No. Is it again? It might be in my throat, by the way. It might be my throat. Or the noise cancelling because it's loud outside, so... No, okay. Because I have this AI noise cancelling thingy. So it might also cause my voice to sound like this. It's quite loud outside, because it's, you know, it's actually affecting, you know, everything gets affected by the, you know, by the thing. I'm thinking about the details now. So we gave her a what is that thing? The sleeve, right? So I'm wondering what else we can add. too many details is going to be bad for the character too. Yeah, I think we finished it. And like the character is not really that freakish. Like it's good with the torso itself. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, it is. Okay. So the legs to the torso ratio is good. So she's actually proportional. This is something I've kind of learned over time. For some reason, legs seem... in reality, legs seem like different. They'll seem okay. But when you try to draw it, you start to comprehend how freakishly long legs are. To the point where you want to draw something like this pose, you actually start to comprehend that even though this is as long as this, right? Because this is how long the leg's supposed to be. Like, you know, the knee supposed to be to the shoulder. It's actually weird. But you don't really see this part, right? Because this is not the full thing. So that makes illusion with the other leg. Okay. Yeah, it's still... okay, works, yeah. It's still... the knee is... the middle... the half of the knee is here. And we are usually going for the half of the knee. Because we still think about it as of a cylinder, so... the line goes through the middle. Through the center of the cylinder. So yeah, I think this is it. I might add maybe more knives, but I'm not sure about it. I'm really not sure. I guess we can... I'm going to like let myself sleep through. I started measuring in upper arm lengths, yeah. Upper arm is also a proper size. Yeah. Upper leg is 1.5 times upper arm. Yeah, it would be so, yeah. If you think about it this way, sure. For me it's torso length, so if you... but I guess it's difficult for you to see the torso. I knew how I drew the torso, so I know where I should place the lines, so I guess you can... because legs are 3 upper arm length. Yeah. So this is actually like measurement that you do throughout the days. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to wrap this stream up, and I'm going to make another one when I'm going to be done playing, you know, done partying with my family. From legs to belly button, 1 upper arm, from belly to elbow, another upper arm, yeah. Exactly. To shoulder, another upper arm. Yeah. So you're counting in elbows? No, not in elbows, because you're counting in upper arm, not forearm. We have a measurement here in Poland, which is like measuring with elbows. So basically you are measuring from the tip of your middle finger to your elbow. And actually, this is funny. There's a funny story to it, because actually we have that too. Heck yeah. There's a funny story because the story is that the shortest people had the most money amongst merchants, because they were scamming people on elbow length material. because their elbows, like elbows, were so impractical because it wasn't fixed measurement. You were fixing, it was fixed to each person. We use a funny pronunciation of elbow for that measurement, really? What is the funny pronunciation? It's only funny for us. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So, as I was saying, I'm going to make this stream a normal length stream. I'm going to make another stream later, where I'm probably going to first make my new schedule. And I'm going to probably sit down and make flats for this character. Still not named. And I might work on some other things, we'll see. The stream might not even happen, we'll see, but I'm planning to pull an all-nighter. We'll see what I'll have strength to do. The thing is that I might actually end up taking care of other projects, but like saying elbow. Elbow. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, we might make a stream which is going to be longer, but silent, of course. We might even play. We'll see. I still have the village to be done in Terraria, because fun fact, I want to make my Terraria kind of story-driven. Like, I want to give a story to the Terraria. Like, we are going to have a character that is going to have a name, and there's going to be a lot of NPCs. We are going to have a lot of, like, aspects, like, you know, farming, etc. Generally, I have an idea to play on journey mode, but with expert mode difficulty. So generally, the journey mode character and journey mode world with boosted up. Is Terraria sandbox enough to make it story-driven? Yes, you can. There's a lot of editing to it though, because you can just have, you know, like enough, like, I mean, it has only one interactive character. NPCs. You need NPCs for that. So like, you're going to have that princess NPC. She's going to have a castle, for example. She's going to give quests like Slay, King Slime, etc. Yeah, but you can't control them. Yeah, but you can make freeze frames, etc. So like, again, a lot of editing, really a lot of editing. But I want to make Terraria because Terraria is going to open my doors to Core Keeper and Stardew Valley, because actually you can give Joja Cola to, because you can fish out Joja Cola in Terraria, which is an item also in or brand of cola from Stardew Valley. And if you take it to the Dryad, she's going to open a portal, the Genio is going to come out, so you're going to get a special pet, etc. But I want to also story drive it, that the character is like jumping into the portal, and it's going to, like, depending on how far into the playthrough we are going to be. The coolest thing I can imagine for Terraria story-driven style is like making our Rorschach Watchman style diary readings. I might actually also want to do that too, yeah. Like, basically the idea is that we have some sort of like creation god because of the journey mode, because we are going to get like infinite items, right? Like infinite wood, infinite stone, etc. Because I want to have possibility to build nice things. And generally not really not really think of space and throw items into chests and filtering everything, etc. I just want to have like nice space for everything, buildings for every character, a lot of different stuff, so like this kind of thing. But that will mean that I have to defeat each boss 3 times, because to get their bag of goodies, so like bag of items, you'll have to actually open it to get every single one. That's what I want to do. You'll have to do other stuff. The day started crappy again. Slime's knocking on my doorstep. Fuck. I still have to find some usable materials. Yeah. Like this. Like, for example, the interactions between the characters are not going to be dubbed or narrated. I don't think this can also be, but I want to have like some music in the background, like writing on the screen, etc. So like you're basically going to have like, you know, a series, right? Some sort of a story in there. At least that's my idea for it. And I want to also add Stardew Valley and other things, and, you know, do stuff generally. Like, you know... Yeah. So there's like a lot of different things that I can try to do, you know. So I'm trying now to figure out stuff, like trying to figure out how to do this, and to start the Terraria playthrough, I would really need to finish this save with all like build up stores, etc. Like I finished the store, I'm finishing another building which is going to have like 2 different rooms for people, but I'll need to also today a meteorite fell from the sky. Even outer space wants to kill me. Yeah, Rorschach actually had a lot of cool stuff going on there. I really like that one. So, like, there's going to be a lot of things that I have to do. Just finished some art of my own, posted it in your Discord. Alrighty, I'm going to check it out. But yeah, folks, I'm trying to end for like 28 minutes now. So, as I was saying, we'll see. Maybe the next stream is going to happen most likely in a couple hours, probably way after the New Year's Eve. You are not allowed. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to check out what I can do. And again, maybe I'm going to make this variety stream, or I'm going to just make this flat colored, make my new schedule, maybe even make first schedule. I've made even a Google Docs spreadsheet where I'm going to keep my entire year, like what books I've read, with how many pages, what grade I gave it, etc. And I'm generally just going to, by the end of the next year, I want to make like some summary of it all. I have a lot of things, and there's going to be a lot of things. Player's Guide to C#? Yes, Player's Guide to C# is going to be on the book list for sure. So yeah, most likely I'm going to start with C# tomorrow too. Like, again, I want to pull an all-nighter, so we'll see. I'm not sure if learning C# is going to be a good idea while sleep deprived after pulling an all-nighter, but I want to start making my own game, I want to start making my own project and start making a lot of different things. And I think it's not a good idea, so I guess on 2nd of January I'm going to do that. Or some anime and sleep, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm going to for sure, like, draw and do other stuff that I can just do sleep deprived. Maybe not like something advanced, but for sure I want to, like, start doing things. I want to start doing things. And now I have, like, more and more possibilities. Like, I see more and more possibilities going on, and I see a lot of possibilities for video games that I can make, and I really can't wait. and I want my 2025 to be a year where I'm actually going to make a meaning out of a year. I just want to stop standing in place. I feel that I've been standing in place for years. If you have ideas, I can make into a template, don't hold back. Sure, I can work things out, yeah. Make things, you know, I can ask, I might ask actually about a couple things, because I might actually need things. You know, the thing is that I want 2025 to be a year which is going to be a year with a meaning, because I feel like past couple years actually been just, I don't know, like years I've been standing in one place. I feel like nothing mattered I've done in the past couple years. I shared the whole project on GitHub. Once I eradicated the code, I would be ashamed of. Okay, for sure, man. So yeah, I'm going to actually like, there's one thing I'm working on now. I'm making graphics for, so that's going to be one thing. I'm not going to count it as a game I've made, but for sure I'm going to pick up like a couple games I've already planned out. I want to start making my comic book. I want to write a book. The thing is that I want to write a book and I want to post it on Amazon. You know, the side gig, right? Just posting couple books on Amazon. You want to do too many things, I know, but the thing is that I have enough. All those things have been stacking up through couple years. Of course, some things are going to have more value, and I'm going to see if things. Oh, you were like this 1 year ago too, yeah. But the thing is that 1 year ago, I wasn't expecting to be hit with a couple things I was hit during this year. It's just I feel like I need to work on a bit on my discipline, and knowing that I need to start focusing on stuff. And of course some things are going to have more value than other things, and surprise, I'm planning out each month separately. I've already planned out my January, so from the very next day I'm going to start every single day go with my project list that I'm going to work on during the day. Of course I'm going to work in a certain like field, but I'm going to work on my book, on my game, on my comic book. The thing is that I know that all of those things are long-term projects. The video game, comic book, most likely the comic book. The book is not really as long to make. You won't have a good time when you're forcing yourself. The thing is that I've been feeling so. Do you sometimes have this like ADHD that you want to do something like really urgently? I've been having something like this I've been striving for something like this creatively for like a couple months now. I was literally bursting from the inside with creative urge, and I need to start like flowing it out, because I was restricting myself to something, and I was ending up not working on those things anyway. My issue is that I need this. Yes, then I do a thing, but I'm not ping-ponging between them. I just get bored and start another thing. Yeah, it's just like I want to focus mostly on my games and comic book, and mostly on the games, because I can do comic book anywhere. Literally, I have my iPad, I can do my comic book anywhere, even during my work time, when I have time off during work time, right? Like I have a moment for myself, so I can sit down and start, sketching out the pages. or write scenarios. I don't have to care about that. Mostly I want to focus on my games. I want to learn C#. I want to start making the games just so things would matter. Godot editor run on freaking Android. Yeah, but I don't think I'm on a level with stuff to actually work on Android on Godot editor. I don't think I'm on that level yet. I'm not on any level yet. But yeah, I want to actually, first of all, like prioritize video games to make. I have several different games I want to make. Really. And I want to start making them. Of course, making one project is probably going to take a year, but I'm going to make something. We'll see though. Who knows, maybe all those ideas were just feeling so daunting, but in the end of the day, a lot of drawing, yeah, and most likely. That's what I wanted to say, like, maybe programming-wise it's not really going to be as daunting as I think. Plan to continue the Witch School game? Yes, most likely. I'm planning to make the Witch School game, but we'll see with what asset. Considering that the spine is now a thing, I might make things more dynamic. You know, make things better, but it's going to take more time, more graphics, more effort. We will see. We will see what I'm going to push into that. Because I've noticed that in Spine I can even throw stuff made in pixel art. I can just literally make pixel art animations in there, so it's not really going to be that difficult to pull off because pixel art is something simple, and I already have a lot of stuff going on. So I already have a lot of like tile sets and different things that I can reuse in pixel art, so I can just draw characters, just make animations better in there. So that's that. But we'll see, maybe it's going to end up a normal project that I wanted to do from the very beginning. But we'll see, I want to start making something that matters. Which school game? That clicker gacha game I've mentioned, the other RPGs. Like, there's so many different things that I was thinking about making. So many different things that are already written in my like project list. I just want to start making things matter, and we will see where that's going to take me. Of course, my streams might also be influenced by that, because for example I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make graphics for the games, right? Because it's going to be easier this way. Same for comic book, but that's going to give you variety. That's going to give me possibility to make more variety during the day. That's going to give me more possibilities. It's just the matter of fact that I just have to start. I have to discipline myself and start doing this. I can take breaks, it doesn't matter. Like, I can work on a project, take a break from this project, start another one, come back to the previous project. Like, I know how to like go in a circle because I've been already doing that, and I was really succeeding at it. But the issue is that I'm not disciplined. I don't have like self-discipline. I love how you read the same message 2 times and 2 different ways and answer it both ways. Bro. But yeah, that's the general idea. That's definitely the general idea of this year, 2025. Discipline. And we will see where that's going to go. Discipline mostly. If not making the variety year, maybe 2026 is going to be the variety year, where I'm going to figure out how making games works, and I'll be able to make a lot of games already. Really quickly, for example, and I'll be able to, for example, you know, work on more things that way. See, the issue is that I don't care if my plans are going to be fulfilled 100%. I want to focus this year on games, but I also want to have side projects to work on. Making a book is like going to be probably once or twice a month to be done. And because I can spend 2 hours and have like couple chapters done. I'm thinking about teaming up with some randos on H who offer to do free stuff. Fair. I mean, to be fair, if you want some graphics, you can always hit me up. I can always work on something for you. But yeah, folks. Enough of chit chat. So thanks Zega and Yui for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Wally, Ray Ray, Smokes Team, Ryan, User, Ups, Night, Crow, Your Girl, Ella, and Skylar for being active in the chat on YouTube. It's too much work, yeah. I can assume. But folks, once again, thank you all. Thank you all for the really fantastic year. I have to say, like, I still see how our community is growing. Like, one of my New Year's resolutions is that I would want to hit 500 on YouTube in 2025. But it's, you know, get more folks on Twitch, yeah, that too. Get that affiliate, exactly. I want to actually push my... I want to keep on pushing my YouTube further, and I want, like, considering now that I already have more or less on a direction, I want to push this direction. But to be fair, without all of you, I wouldn't be able to do anything really, because sometimes I feel like more than double followers this year, bro. I wish. But I have to say that quite often I was starting the stream just to talk with y'all. Not even work on anything, not even care about the world, just so I could sit down, turn on the chat and just talk with y'all. It really helped me through the year. It was under 30 last year, yeah. We've actually doubled the followers this year. More than that. And I really want to thank you all for being here, for being active, for being active in so many different things, because the OC the OC grading, we've had some characters from Discord, people that are voting for the games, people that, you know, gave me the ideas for the games in the Discord, you know, also growing the Discord community, so many different artists. It's really something that makes me happy, because the more we are hanging around here, the more I see that the community we are growing is actually becoming something I've always wanted. Just a creative community to hang out with. Every single person could be like a friend. We can talk about random stuff. Everyone just has, you know, their own thing, their own style, their own topic, their own way of being, and, you know, we all experiencing some lows and ups. I was also experiencing some lows this year, and I know that the entire community is supporting each other, and I know I can feel that the community is supporting me too. Even, I mean, even thanks to, you know, thanks to Zega, we've had the possibility to open Pokemon cards during the stream, which was something that I was also dreaming about, so that's one of the things from the bucket list of. But yeah, I'm really happy with what we are achieving. I'm really happy with everything. I'm really happy with all of you, and I really wish we can spend this next years together too. I really wish we could you know, keep our community on growing, keep, you know, meeting more good people, meet more nice people, and generally having, you know, having fun together, participating in a lot of challenges. Yeah, so thank you all for this year of 2024. Hope to see you all in the next stream, and as always, stay creative and